9 out of 10 autistic women are SA'd. Charming statistic, isn't it? So why is that? A big one is we just tend to be more naive than our neurotypical counterpart. Okay, a lot more naive. Emotionally, we tend to be a lot younger for a lot longer. We're also really honest and trusting and kind of expect the same from others. So how can we help young women change these statistics? I got 3 things to teach young girls. And the last one's really important, so stick around. 1, right from the very start, give her bodily autonomy. That means if your 3-year-old doesn't want to hug grandma, she's allowed to say no. And grandma, i.e. the grown adult, has to suck that up. Grandma can learn to control her feelings. Do not guilt trip or emotionally manipulate your toddler by forcing her to hug grandma. You are teaching your daughter that her discomfort doesn't matter and that other people's feelings are more important than hers. Grandma will get a hug eventually, don't worry. But if she doesn't want to this time, tough. It also means if she wants to cut her hair, let her. If she wants to dress like Batman when all the other girls are wearing princess dresses, let her. She will learn that decisions are in her power to make. And if she hates the decision she made, that's okay. No one got hurt from a bad haircut. We've all been there. She'll live. 2, teach your daughters they do not need to be nice. So often we teach girls you have to be nice. Don't rock the boat. Don't want to upset anybody. Don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable, especially men. We tell them, oh, boys don't like it when you do that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. If a man, or anyone for that matter, is making your daughter feel uncomfortable, teach her that it's perfectly okay to make that person uncomfortable in return. Maybe not straight away, but if someone is standing too close to her and she doesn't like it, tell her that it's perfectly okay to say, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable with you standing this close to me. Can you please take a step back? And then teach her if this person refuses a perfectly reasonable request, that she now has a green light to make a fuss. The other person broke the social rule first. They are no longer protected by polite society's rules. Be rude. And number 3, and this is a big one, teach her that the only person responsible for somebody's behaviour is that person. No one is acting inappropriately because of the way she was dressed. A man's not being creepy because she's so beautiful and I just can't help myself. That person did not assault her because she was drunk or alone or too flirty or any other stupid thing that people throw at you. You know what my religious school taught me growing up? That I wasn't allowed to wear a necklace to school because the boys might wonder where it ended. That my skirt had to touch my knees or it might distract the boys. That my bra had to be skin coloured, otherwise you could see it under my shirt and that would distract the boys. You know what teenage me heard? That boys aren't able to control themselves. That men have no control over their own actions. That if anything happened to me, that it was entirely my fault. And if I seem angry right now, 20 plus years after the fact, it's because I still am. I can still feel right now my heart beating out of my chest. I can still feel right now my heart beating out of my chest. I despise how they set me up for failure. And I'm not going to go into those stories here. Teach your girls that their feelings matter. Teach her she has the right to say no at any time. Teach her that other people are fully capable of understanding what no means. And if all that fails, teach her how to throw a decent punch. Teach her how to throw a decent punch. Teach her how to throw a decent punch.